Alright everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another episode of FS25 here on the Ricci's Mountain Map. I'm happy to be back recording, putting out videos for you guys. It's been a tough couple months losing my mother and dealing with it. I still have mental breakdowns and cry a little bit here and there, but it's part of life. Went to my mom's today and did some stuff, went and visited her grave, like a good son does. But we are back on a brand new map by Old Man 102. What we're going to do is we are going to have a flash sale. So let's go in here. And we are going to sell everything off but a few things. We're going to keep a few things that Old Man starts us off with. Been playing the map. I had almost $600 on this map while I was taking care of my mother. And because of the new DLC that dropped, it broke the map. So I had to start over on my personal one. So I put off recording until the update came out and everything got fixed. So as of right now, this is the only map we can play with Old Man 102. Is because the other two have to be updated yet to work. They broke that one too. Now I have the new DLC, but I do not have it installed. Right at the moment, I have it disabled in Steam. I may look at the map when I officially get laid off from work. I have a couple more weeks left to work, but I figure I'd jump in here and start dropping videos. This one, we're going to start at the beginning of the month. December 1st, this one when the videos will start dropping. I think I mentioned that in my update. Alright, we'll keep that. Get rid of the plow. I'll get rid of the truck as I had modded one. And then let's get rid of the rest of this shit we don't need. So, I am happy to be back recording. I'm happy to be back on the channel recording for you guys. Any questions, any concerns, drop me a comment. I'd gladly answer you guys back. These maps are PC only. I apologize, but they're for PC only. They are not for console. Old Man doesn't mod for console. Alright, so that's the only thing we're going to keep. Alright, so we start off with 3 fields. Is what we're going to start off with. So, first of all, let's feed our dog. He should come running over once he's... Here he comes. Border Collie, or whatever you want to call him. You eat. So we start off with 3 fields. So, first thing we're going to go in here, we're going to go buy our harvester. No, I don't want to get going. We'll do that. Let's get this going. And let's buy the header to go with it. I hope my mic's working. I probably should have checked it before I started recording, but we're going to take our chances. Alright, so the first thing I do is go into settings, go here. Let's drop this down to real time. We'll leave traffic on, no snow, or no seasonal growth, no snow. Crop destruction off, periodic plowing on, field stones off for no, limestone on, weeds off. Dirt normal. We'll start our own engines. We'll turn this all off. And we're going to bump the contracts up to 6. And then give that a quick save. I may have to move that. Maybe I may have to move that off to the side a little bit, which is no big deal. I can do that later. Alright, let's go get this started. I hope everybody's having a good day today. It is November 16th as I record this. So we'll see how it goes. I have my YouTube schedule all planned out, what I plan on doing, but it could change, so bear with me. But as of right now, I'm going to drop FS15 3 times a week. I don't know if it'll probably be the same map until we get tired of playing this map, and then we'll go then we'll probably go play a different map. Like I said, this is the only map we can play from Old Man. So that being there, let's go buy this. Michelin tires. John Deere green, select. Arms are gonna be yellow, select. Back door, yellow, select. Rims will go black, select. Buy. And then we need a tractor. Now we're probably gonna end up having to take out a small loan just to finish buying our equipment. Biggest engine, Michelin tires. Everything else stay the same. We just need John Deere green. And let's go with yellow rims, like we do on all our tractors. These was like $414 to play with still. So we're gonna have to take out a loan. We're gonna need another tractor. You're gonna have to buy some lime, fertilizer, all that good stuff. Alright, so now what we need to buy, we need these guys. We need one yellow. Buy, yes. Okay. So we need one John Deere green for fertilizer. Buy, yes. Okay, back, and go back. What we need next is, need to plow, 30-meter plow. We're gonna go green with yellow rollers. That'll be our plow. And what else do we need? Let's go back. Back home. I never did figure out what the difference is. Michelin tires, yeah. extension. We're not gonna get John Deere green on this, so we're gonna go to that green. We're gonna go with Hank Hill, closest we can get. And we'll go with black rims. One more thing we're gonna need. I need our roller. I don't have enough money though, so hold on. So let's go here. Let's go here. Take out a little. We'll take out a $500,000 loan, $500,000 loan to get us started. Because we're gonna have to buy a few. Okay, that'll work. And we need to buy one more tractor with out of that money. I'll show you what. Down here, biggest engine, twin wheels. Let's go. John Deere green, select. Yellow rims, select. We're gonna buy that. Awesome. Okay, we have everything to get started at the moment. So what we're gonna do is my work schedule is gonna be iffy for the next couple weeks. I should probably be laid off. I gotta find out when I can get that ball rolling. Probably this Sunday I'm gonna. There's a little lag. Alright, I think I'm gonna up our loan just a little bit more. Maybe $750. Just so we have a little bit of cash on hand. We'll get that paid back as soon as possible. There's our line. Awesome. Let's park this across the street so we're ready for it. But yeah, I hope everybody's getting ready for the holidays, getting ready for Christmas. Just got done filling out a bunch of paperwork for my mom for her life insurance policy and her IRA. We're just gonna cash it out because we're all gonna pay taxes on our share, which is gonna suck, but what are you gonna do? We can't transfer it, we can't do nothing with it. So then come next year I got more paperwork to do with J&R Shugel, because then I get my share of the pie back, which is about 60 grand. That's gonna go right into my 401k at work, so I gotta get that ball rolling next year. Probably don't take them long to get me the paperwork. I'm hoping I don't. Now, YouTube schedule is going to go as this. For right now, I think I got it. FS25, the Ricci Mountain map, is going to be Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Okay. FS17 is also going to drop Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I just got to decide what map we're going to play. Tuesday, Thursday, I'm going to drop, or Tuesday, I'm going to drop Angel Mountain map on FS22 and FS19 on Tuesdays. That'll be a dash map. That'll be PB County map. Okay. Thursdays we're gonna drop Recycling Simulator and we're gonna get back to our grocery store and play. And Saturday and Sunday is gonna be miscellaneous stuff for right now. I think is what we'll do. Yeah, it's lagging real bad. What I have for Saturday? Oh, Saturday I have ATS and iRacing, and Sunday iRacing and miscellaneous stuff that we can drop here and there. Oh, I want to leave Sunday kind of open so I can do stuff around my house and not have to worry about getting stuff recorded unless I fall behind in recording. So, alright, let's take this. Actually, let's take this back to the shop. I want to get these implements built so they're ready to go. So, let's do this. So what are we doing? The update included he added new root crops, or added new crops, so we have poppy now. Got rid of millet, which I'm glad because it really didn't have nothing to do with millet. Couldn't make it into anything. But he added, I'll show you. Auto save, wouldn't have it any other way. So he added lavender, clover, and poppy, and he's maxed out. He got rid of the millet. There is no onions on this map. He didn't put the onions in. But that is as far as he can go because it's maxed out. And until somebody can actually make a limited mod breaker, it's the best we're going to be able to do. So, but we can get compost going, or we can just sell the straw off right now for a little bit extra cash. But we can do that. So fertilizer first. We'll hit the seeds. That's all done. Awesome. All our implements are full and ready for work. What do you think about that? That's pretty awesome, huh? So yeah, but here's the overview of the map. Like I said, very well laid out map. It looks big. It feels like you're driving forever from one side of the map to the other, but you're really not. But he did an awesome job laying it up with the layout. All our mining is down here. Down here somewhere is the mining silo he added, but it's not showing up on the map, which I don't know why. I want to say, yeah, it's right here. Mining silo, and this is new right here. Cement factory, that's new. These are all greenhouses plus the composter. A couple greenhouses down, rubber plant and blue, another one down here. We got animals that we started off with, 50 chickens, 50 sheep, 50 cows, and 50 baby pigs. And then you got your grass dryer. We got the fertilizer maker, the seed maker. We got the garden, we got the mixing station, we got the grass dryer. He moved the house. It used to sit here in the corner, but he moved it to put the water fountain in. Then we go up here and he added this. He took the metals, anything that has to do with metal or anything, he took out of the Mammoth Mill. And the Mammoth Mill does nothing but wood products. So like anything made from wood, your boards to your paper are made from wood. So that's what he did. And in the apiary, it used to only be honey. He added the wax in. So very well laid out map. I love it. I love all his maps. Dave has no intentions of making a new map at this time that I haven't heard of. They're still stuck on the original map that he just quickly brought over from FS15. He converted that over. And I'm still trying to figure out what this is for $12 million for farmland, and I don't know what it does. Oh, it buys all this outside here. That's what that does. So it buys, yeah. So very well laid out map. I mean, when I was playing this, had tons of. I own half of these fields up here. I own this whole mountain up here. I own all this down here. I had all this up and running except for a few factories I was working on. And then all of a sudden the DLC dropped and it broke the map. And I was like, I kept playing it, but I had to start over. When the update came out, I had to restart over. So I'm not very far on my personal map as I'd like to be, but it is what it is. Every once in a while I get a lag spike. I apologize for it. If it gets real bad, that means there's an update for the computer. So we got a whole 68 grand earnings. So the straw that we get, we are going to sell off. We'll take some contract probably next episode. Probably need alright. Oh, I know one other thing we gotta buy. And I don't think I have the money to buy it. I have to offer a little more. Oh, yeah. We're gonna need this guy. Standard, no. We're gonna go black with this one. 49 grand, we need it. Now we're really broke. Whew. We got 20 grand to our name. Alright, so little around the farm. Take care of those in a minute, but yeah. We got our silo. We got a little more parking. All this is sellable if we want to sell, but I got. So we started out with 50 chickens, 52. There's probably a couple roosters in there. Then we got the sheep, 50 sheep. Yeah, hi guys. Yeah. Then we got our 50 cows. Yeah. And then we got our 50 baby pigs that he starts us off with. Alright, so let's go grab truck. Run this home real quick. We'll move them bales while we're waiting for that. We'll convert this back to a flatbed real quick. Yeah, I modded this myself so it would go a little faster, so thing all that. Shut up, there's boogies. So I have a couple maps for FS17 and I'm still debating what I think we're gonna start on Pine Cove, which would be a Stevens map that I got. Let's convert this back to flatbed. Yeah. Shout out to Old Man 102 for a great map. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, the house used to sit where that water fountain is, but he moved it to put his favorite water fountain back here. Supposed to work, Carl, but I think dispatch forgot I asked for Monday off. Guess he'll find out when I don't log into my tablet and I'm not there. He'll be asking, God, where's Brian? He requested today off. And Chris like, shit, he did. So, well, it's got to be on Buffalo by 1 o'clock tomorrow, so I don't know if we'll be back in time. If I can get any more recording done tomorrow or not. Always something to do on a farm. Always something to do. Always something to do. Yeah, our season's coming to an end. Unfortunately. So it'll be slow going up here next week or two. I'm supposed to deadhead to Jamestown tomorrow, but I think Chris forgot I asked her tomorrow off to take my wife up to Buffalo. I don't want her driving up here by herself in this it's snowing here, so I don't need her driving up in this shit weather by herself. hopefully this is the last time you gotta go outside down. We got a little spat yesterday, but we're over it. Got in a spat because she asked me at the beginning of the week if I would help somebody change their brakes, and I said absolutely not in this weather. Well, come yesterday, she goes, she asked me again. I didn't give her a direct answer. I told her I don't want to do it. But she said, yeah, he'll do it. Which pissed me off. When I say no, I mean no, I don't want to do it. I didn't want to do it. So, made me mad, but I told her, next time I say no, I mean no. Because I didn't want to be out in the cold weather. It's bad enough I gotta work in this cold weather. I don't want to be out there doing it. If I wanted to work on a vehicle, I'd be working on my own vehicle in this cold ass weather, which I don't even want to do. But I got a friend of ours who races that lives just down the road that's gonna let me borrow his garage. It's gonna help me put some parts on. So that's where we are there. I just gotta put a wheel bearing in, which it goes Saturday. And then hopefully she gets a hold of Kevin. Said he'd help me put the rest of the parts in. That's all I got left to do is the Jeep. And then I can get 4 brand new tires put on it when I get my money from my mom's, part of my mom's estate. So I'm just telling you guys, take my advice. Visit your mother, love on your mother, talk to your mother if she calls as much as you can, because you're going to be in my boat. You know how hard it's been this last month not being able to call, talk to my mom, see how she's doing, if she needs anything. It's been tough, really tough on me, and I have a great wife, and I have great co-workers that are always asking me how I'm doing to make sure I'm not having a mental breakdown, which I have a couple times already, even at work. Out of the respect, I went and visited my mother's grave. Out of respect to her. So come springtime, I'm gonna get flowers and put on Mom's grave. And on my way back home from there, I'm gonna stop and get more flowers to put on Grandma's grave that I miss dearly too. I lost my grandfather when I was only 10 years old. My grandpa's been dead since 1984. Went to the woods to do some cutting some trees and bring wood home for the winter, and had a heart attack in the woods. And when he didn't come home from lunch, it worried Grandma, so she sent somebody up looking for him, and they found him laying next to the tractor, unconscious. So he had a heart attack, nobody knew about it, nobody couldn't do nothing for him. So I wasn't allowed to go to the funeral because I was young. my mom didn't think I'd handle it very well. So a couple of weeks went by and my mom finally took me up to the grave site so I could say goodbye to Grandpa. So I cherish moments with my loved ones now, because you never know when that day's gonna come. My mother had cancer on her right lung. She lost half her lung. They come back, they took it out. I think this time they come back and there was no surgery option for my mother because she would have never survived surgery. I'm gonna tell you guys right now, my mother weighed, if we were lucky, she weighed 75 pounds. She was nothing but skin and bones, my mother was. So now we're in a process of going through stuff and keeping what we want to keep. I have kitchen chairs coming home with me. So I'm gonna send her to the lumberyard next Friday to grab about 6 2x4s so I can add to our shelves and put more doors on it and all that. So we have more storage. So I got 90% of my mom's kitchen stuff, which once I get laid off, we are gonna deep clean this house. I gotta replace my bedroom. Weak spots there. I don't want anybody going. I don't need my wife going through the floor, and I definitely don't want to be going through the floor. So with that, we'll work on that this winter. I'm gonna buy a special tool that I'm gonna use to cut around everything. If I gotta leave it bare wood, then I can't allow no cats in there at all, which is gonna be tough to do because my cats, I'm telling you, my kitty cats follow my wife around like she's a little lost puppy dog. I'm telling you. So that's usually how that goes. Alright, we're gonna put the wheat in the silo for right now because we're gonna need it to make seeds with. I wanna save it. We'll have to knock out a few contracts to get things going, but we'll eventually get there. Like I said, I thank all every one of you subscribers to my channel for being patient with me and understanding what my situation is and why I haven't been recording or dropping videos lately. I really appreciate it. But we're going to be back on track and done on my computer too. Got a solid state drive put in it, so I got tons of room. So whenever I get extra time, I'm going to be dropping extra videos and putting them on my desktop. Gonna date them so I know when they drop, or just record and get ahead as much as I can. Alright, so we ain't got a whole lot of money to do anything, but I want to get this going sooner than later, but we're gonna have to wait. Let's take another gander. I think coal, iron, I think this one's silver, right? Yeah, silver. So we're gonna need this little bit. It's gonna be 7 grand. And then we're gonna need this little wagon right here. It's 71 grand. So it's 71 plus belt systems right here. That's another 65 plus 71. It's 130 grand that we don't have yet. Alright, so we can't go down that road yet. Alright, so what we can do though is we can do this. Let's run over to the grass dryer real quick. But yeah, I'm in love with the map. It's an awesome map. Let's go here. Alright, so I want to deactivate this one because we're not going to be doing chat. Alright, so wish my harvester went a little faster. I know how to speed up the AI worker. I ain't figured that out yet in FS25. I do in FS22. So now all we gotta do is save money, work, save money, you know, get my house back in order and get it start remodeling my house is what I want to do this winter. I start with our bedroom floor, then I'm gonna move to the kitchen floor and redo that. So this is going to go directly to our grass dryer. Oh my god, I can't even talk tonight. Grass dryer. And we'll start making silage and hay. We can sell the silage off, except for a little bit. But usually we end up with some good contracts. So in fact, I'm going to take this little bit and get it going. Right here. This outside, yeah. Oh, my headset needs charging. You gotta tell him. Keep reminding me. We'll put this little bit in there and get it going. Whoa. Gotta learn how to drive. Alright, we're making hay and silage now. That's a little bit to get it going. Let's get some line going on the first field. Awesome. Ride with this guy for a few minutes. You are going. Get the harvester going. We ain't got enough money to do it. I ain't increasing our loan anymore. We have our basic starting equipment that we need. Alright. Let's see who won the Bills Tampa Bay game. Probably the Bills. Take a quick 44-32. Bills came out on top. Well, that's a good sign. Kansas City's playing Denver. Score is 3-6. Seattle is playing the Los Angeles Raiders or LA Rams. That's 16-14. San Francisco playing Arizona Cardinals. That's 19-10. And Baltimore is at Cleveland. That's 3-6. The Lions and the Eagles play tonight, and the Cowboys and the Raiders play Monday night. Patriot beats the Jets. The Dolphins beat the Commanders. Bills beat the Bucks. Panthers beat the Falcons. Jaguars over the Chargers. The Bears beat the Vikings. Minnesota Vikings. The Packers beat the Giants. Steelers squashed the Bengals, and Texans beat the Titans. Awesome. That's a rundown for your NFL network. Awesome. Alright. Alright, dude, you're fired. You're just driving too damn slow for my blood. I need something to do. Alright. We'll get this done and probably finish that field up and call the episode. Season 2, Season 1. Season 2, Episode 1 is where we're going to be at. Oh, we got a full tank over there, since I got to hire a worker to do this. Actually, let's stop right here. Go on, here. Alright. Looking good, looking good. Oh, if my luggage all of a sudden so bad. But we gotta look at the radar real quick. See what the weather's gonna be like. I gotta get my phone plugged in. Let's go 24 hours. See what they're gonna do. All we gotta do is re-fertilize. Fertilize the clover field. We ain't gotta do nothing else to it. This clover will regrow. Let it grow one more time and then we'll plow it up. After we harvest it one more time, and then we'll plow it up and fertilize it. We'll plow it up, fertilize it, line it, fertilize it, and then we'll replant the clover. Is what we'll do. Alright. Don't think we're gonna finish this till next episode, guys. Alright, since he spun around, we gotta have a few minutes to get spun around. Let's go over here and look at the fountain. As soon as I know he's spun around and moving down the other way, we will call the episode. Hi everybody, I am Farmer Brian. I'm going to call the episode here. I'm Farmer Brian. Please smash that like and subscribe button on your way out. And you guys have an awesome day.